Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and make sure you don't miss out on any important updates. Today, we're diving into a huge update for Canadian seniors. And by huge, I mean the biggest increase we've seen in years. We're talking about a game-changing boost to old age security, or OAS. And if you're 65 or older, or planning to retire soon, you're definitely going to want to hear this. In today's video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about the CRA's new move to maximize OAS in April 2025, what this means for your wallet, and how to make sure you're getting the most out of this historic change. Alright, let's start with the basics. For those who might be a little new to this, OAS, or Old Age Security, is a government program in Canada that provides monthly payments to seniors who are 65 years and older. It's essentially designed to provide financial support to seniors as they retire, especially those who may not have additional sources of income. Now, the amount you receive from OAS is based on a couple of factors, including how long you've lived in Canada after the age of 18 and your total annual income. And fun fact, while OAS payments are taxed, they are still a pretty crucial part of many seniors' monthly budgets. Before we get into this big change, let's take a quick look back at how OAS has evolved over the years. Over the last decade, the OAS program has seen some modest increases, but it's been a slow and steady climb. For example, in recent years, we've seen increases of just a few dollars here and there, sometimes around $20, $30 per month. Not too bad, but not exactly revolutionary either. However, in April 2025, the CRA is planning something big. And I mean, it's going to be the most significant change in recent memory. Okay, let's get to the meat of today's video. The CRA, Canada Revenue Agency, is set to maximize OAS starting in April 2025. That means if you qualify for OAS, you're going to see some major changes. So, what does this maximized OAS really mean? Well, let's break it down. For starters, the average OAS payment will increase by as much as 15%. This is a massive jump compared to the usual increases we've seen. For seniors already receiving OAS, this means a monthly boost of anywhere between $100 and $200, depending on your circumstances. Now, that might not seem like a lot at first, but let's put it in perspective. Say you're getting around $1,200 per month right now. With the new increase, that would rise to $1,350 or more. That's a meaningful difference when you're living on a fixed income, and it could help a lot with covering the rising costs of things like groceries, healthcare, and other essential living expenses. Now, you might be wondering, how exactly is this maximization going to work? Well, the CRA has implemented a series of measures aimed at making the OAS more accessible and equitable for everyone. Here's what you need to know. First, there's an adjustment to the OAS formula based on inflation and living costs. The federal government has recognized that inflation over the past few years has hit seniors harder than most, with healthcare and food prices skyrocketing. To combat this, they're recalculating how OAS payments are structured to ensure seniors aren't left behind by these rising costs. In simple terms, the OAS amount you're going to receive will now be more closely aligned with the actual cost of living, which means higher payments to offset inflation. This maximization is especially impactful for those who rely on OAS as their primary source of income. Now, let's talk about who will benefit the most from this change. Obviously, seniors across Canada are going to see a boost, but there are certain groups who will benefit more than others. First off, those who are currently receiving the full OAS amount, especially those in lower income brackets, are going to see the most significant increase. Remember, OAS payments are based on income. If you're earning under the threshold, you're more likely to receive the maximum OAS payment. And with this new boost, it'll be a game changer for many. But it's not just low-income seniors who will see an impact. If you're in the middle income bracket and rely on OAS as part of your retirement plan, this could give you a little extra cushion. Every extra dollar counts when it comes to retirement. And this maximization is going to make a noticeable difference for a lot of people. Now, you're probably wondering how you can make sure you're getting the most out of these changes. Well, there are a few things you should keep in mind to maximize your OAS benefits. First, make sure your income is accurately reported to the CRA. If your income is too high, you might get a reduced payment or have to pay back some of your OAS. Keep your tax returns up to date and be sure to file on time so there are no issues when it comes to receiving the correct amount. Second, remember that OAS is income tested. If your income exceeds a certain threshold, your payments will be reduced. So if you're nearing retirement, planning to start taking OAS soon, or just wondering how these changes will affect you, it's important to stay informed and consult with a tax professional if needed. So, with the CRA's move to maximize OAS in April 2025, we're looking at a significant shift in the landscape of retirement benefits in Canada. This boost comes at a critical time when many seniors are facing financial challenges and worrying about how they'll make ends meet in their later years. For a lot of Canadians, OAS is the financial lifeline they rely on in retirement. By increasing OAS payments, the government is acknowledging the pressures that seniors face and providing them with more financial freedom to enjoy their retirement years without constant stress about their finances. This is especially important considering the rising costs of healthcare, transportation, and basic goods. With the new maximization, seniors can look forward to a little more breathing room and perhaps even afford some luxuries or activities they might not have considered otherwise. So there you have it. The CRA's biggest OAS boost yet, coming in April 2025. This is fantastic news for Canadian seniors and will make a huge difference in the lives of those who depend on OAS for their income. Make sure to share this video with your friends and family, especially if they're nearing retirement age. It could be the most important financial update they get this year. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below letting us know how this change will impact you or your loved ones. And as always, I'll be back soon with more updates to keep you informed and prepared for whatever's next.